letter formation of the 2 o'clock family or the C family. Think about a clock. That's it. It's round. All right, great. There's a 12 and there's a 6, there's a 3 and a 9. We're thinking about 2 o'clock, roughly speaking. Where is it? It's about there. This is not a maths lesson, but there you go. We can always integrate everything into all the other subjects. You need to think about that space around the circle. And you need to think about the line that the circle, the clock, is on. We're starting at the bottom. We're starting at the bottom, we're starting at the bottom, and we're swooping up and over to 2 o'clock. Start at the bottom, swoop up and over to 2 o'clock. That is how we start a lot of letters. We start C like that, and O like that, and A, and D, and Q, and G, and sort of a few other letters as well. Let's think about those today. So bear that in mind. If you've got that process done, look, I'm not talking about how neat it is or how beautiful it is or even the size. We just need to get this form sorted. So let's start with C. What are we going to do? We're going to start at the bottom, swoop up and over to 2 o'clock. That's how we do a C. Do we end there? No, it's not. We're going to end in a different way soon. What about an O? We start at the bottom, we swoop up, we go to 2 o'clock. That's not how it finishes. It's going to carry on. What about a D? We start at the bottom, swoop up, and go to 2 o'clock. So we've got a C. I'm going to do them as capitals here to I don't know why I'm doing capitals. I'm doing capitals. So the capitals here, but we're talking about lowercase letter formation here. They all start in the same way. Not just those ones. We've got O as well. O starts in the same way. I've got to do the whole thing. Fine. O starts in the same way. So does G. Starts there, goes over to 2 o'clock. So does lowercase q. Starts there and goes to 2 o'clock. And there's a few other letters we'll talk about another time. But look at this. C, A, D, O, G, Q. They are a family that start in the same way. And it's the start that is going to help us. It's the start. How do we do a C then? We start at the bottom on the line. We swoop up, we go to 2 o'clock, then we simply come back around the clock and we get ready for the next letter. We get ready for the next letter. Easy. How do we do an O? We start at the bottom, we swoop up, we go over to 2 o'clock, then we come all the way back round and we stop at the top and get ready for the next letter. How do we do an A? We start at the bottom, we swoop up, we go over to 2 o'clock, we come all the way round as if it is an O, but then we go up a little bit and down. And what do we do at the end of a letter? We get ready for the next letter. What else can we do? We can do a D, start at the bottom, swoop up, go over to 2 o'clock, and all the way back round. And just like an A, we go up, but then we go up, and it's twice the height. I'm not taking my pen off. Of the lower part of the letter, isn't it? And all the way down. And what do we do at the end of a letter? We get ready for the next letter. What else have we got? We've got a Q. Start at the bottom, swoop up. Where are we going? We're going to 2 o'clock. We're getting all the way back round. We start there. We go up like an A. We come down like an A, but then we come down. And what do we do next? We get ready for the next letter. Did we do G? I don't think we did G. Well, G is exactly the same. It's in the 2 o'clock family. Go up over to 2 o'clock. Back round we go, just like an A, we go up a little bit, then down, then just like a Q, we come under, but instead we swoop up here, we tickle the chin, and we get ready for the next letter. You don't have to do that, Flick, but I like it. I think getting ready for the next letter is a good idea. Okay, let's just practice all of those again. We're going to do them small, and we're going to do them on a line this time. Notice, however big or small you do them, however neat or scruffy you do them, if you've got the form right, you've got the form and the process right, it's going to speed up all those other things later. Start at the bottom. We're going to write C. Here's a C. Here's an O. Here's an A. Here's a D. Here's a G. Here's a Q. All right, improve this for me. Well, straight away you can say, look at this one. What's wrong with that? It's not on the line, but at least the form is right. Okay, and when if you're a child and you're looking at your own work, you can say to yourself, well, I got the form right. I started at the bottom, went to 2 o'clock, went round, and I ended for the next letter. How can I improve it next time? You can be specific. If you're a grown-up working with your child, you can be specific. Say what went well, say what specifically needs to improve. Now, we're getting the form right there, so that's actually pretty good. What I'm working on there is just basically paying attention. Maybe I'm not so good with my hand-eye coordination with the lines. I can practice that. But even if I'm a super scruffy writer, basically, and it's, the smudges all over the place, maybe I'm left-handed, whatever's going on, if I can get the form right, I'm making a really big improvement to everything, to how the book looks, to how I feel about how it looks, which is important. And it's also going to improve my spelling eventually, because we're going to want to join those letters. So that's the 2 o'clock family, the C family. Let's do them again. Start at the bottom, sweep up and over to 2 o'clock, come back round. There we go, there's a C. What else is in the C family or the 2 o'clock family? There's O. Start at the bottom, go over to 2 o'clock. You notice it's exactly the same, but we end in a different way. We've got an A. All right, we can talk about, I could improve that one after, couldn't I? Go here, there's my D, let's get a G on there. Just practice these. I'm not even using a line here. I'm just noting the familiarity of this family. It's a family of letters because they start in the same way. They have a very similar formation. Now, what did I do here? I didn't quite go to 2 o'clock, did I? I went more to, what would you say that is, sort of 1 o'clock or something? But that's all right, I think. But I could definitely improve it for consistency if I wanted to. Let's just focus in on a very important member of the C family, one of the most important members, which is this. Wait, what is that letter? It's B. Is B in the C family? No, it's not. It's in what I call the L family, or the straight up family. B looks nothing at all like this letter, D, does it? Nothing at all. Once you get your letter formation right, you will not mix up D and B again. Some people do, because they sort of look like they're a bit mirrored, but they are formed in a completely different way. If we remember that D is like C and A, think about the first 4 letters of the alphabet. A, B, C, D. Which is the odd one out from a handwriting point of view? It's B, isn't it? Because A is in the 2 o'clock family. C is in the 2 o'clock family. D is in the 2 o'clock family. B is in the L family, or the straight up family. Totally different formation. If we can get that habit, we will improve our memory, I hope. Between a B and a D, we will be able to distinguish better. So there we go. That's an extra little point to raise. Do some practice of the C family.